The Village Green Family Campground in Brimfield was hit hard. 95 of the 97 campers parked were destroyed, and one person died. First Warning meteorologist Don Maher spoke with the owners of the campground about that day and what it took to rebuild.
As spring turns to summer, Village Green Family Campground is ready for what is looking like a very busy season. Sites are booked, the trees are all in bloom, and the pond is ready for swimmers looking to cool off from the heat of the summer. It's a much different scene compared to June 1st, 2011, when a tornado tore through the campground. For Meg and Lester TWAROWSKI, the owners of the campground, it is a day they will never forget.
Well, we knew that it was coming because we were watching the news. It turned and came right at us, and we ran. I collected up some of our tenants and my in-laws, and we went down into our cellar. By the time we got there, it was on top of us.
And we had about 25 people in the cellar at that time, and you couldn't hear yourself scream. It was that loud. We
heard lots of noise, lots of snappings of trees, squishing of trailers. Didn't last long, maybe 20, 30 seconds.
And when Meg, her family, and tenants emerged from the basement, she could not believe the damage that was left behind.
It was all gone.
Everything was gone.
Everything was gone. Our pavilion had blown over. All that we could see from where we were all the way to the other end of the campground because everything was flat.
Meg and Lester would not have to wait long to find out what was next.
And the next day, people just started coming and saying, okay, let's clean up. And there were some that just said, okay, let's grab a rake, get a chainsaw. It's a little bit of a cleanup. Literally, they said, it's a little bit of a cleanup.
Her husband, Lester, also tells Western Mass News that members of the local community also came in to help them rebuild.
Tantasco High School was wonderful. Their electrical department came and helped us rewire the campground, and the kids also got an education on doing commercial work, real commercial work.
Meg is also very grateful that many of her tenants who were with them prior to the tornado continued to stay at the campground year after year.
We call them the Sturdy 30. They have stayed with us for a long time. Some of them have left for health reasons, or the kids have grown and all that kind of stuff, but we got a good base.
And while it's been 10 years since the tornado came through their campground and the rebuilding process is just about complete, Meg said she will always be keeping a close eye on the weather.
We do pay attention to clouds.
For Western Mass News, I'm First Warning meteorologist Don Maher.